Alrighty, we're back. All right, first video in a few months. Sorry, my life got a little crazy there, but we're back, ready, firing on all cylinders. A couple of changes since we last spoke, since I made my last video. I'm 26 now, had a birthday, and with that, of course, I've had some resolutions that I'd like to make. But instead, usually before, I would have these goals, right? And these crazy far-fetched goals, and I would do everything that I possibly could in order to achieve that goal. But it was way too much for what I could handle at the time. And I completely ignored the journey and just tried to get straight to the finish line. And I got burned out every single time. And I would just get lazy, and then that would bring on depression and, blah, 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 blah. Before you know it, I'm back at square one. So this time, we're going to try it a little bit differently. Instead, we're going to focus on our habits. I'm going to focus on my everyday habits that can get me to my goals, in the future. So I was listening to this podcast, and I forgot the name of the guy, and it's really bad. I should really figure it out. If I figure it out, I will put his name on the screen right there. But every achievement, he was saying that every achievement is about small habits, right? And whatever you habitualize is kind of a vote to who you want to be in the future. So I hope I'm bright enough. I'm sorry if this video is dark as hell. It's a little late. Every habit that you have is like a vote to who you want to be in the future. So even for little things, if I make my bed every day, I want to be an organized person, and I'm fulfilling that task by making my bed. If I want to be a fit person, I try to go running for 5 minutes a day, then 10 minutes, then 20 minutes, and whatever. And I'm fulfilling the prophecy of being a fit and healthy person. So it's all by changing your habits that can create the goal, that can help you manifest the goals that you really want to achieve. So, for example, I want to be an entrepreneur. My greatest goal in life is to not work for anyone and to turn my passions into profitable businesses. Those are my goals. It's super wide in general. But those are my goals for sure. And I've had a very hard time either getting started or maintaining or continuing. And I think it's because I'm still battling with, number one, it's motivation. Motivation is a part of it. But also action. I have a hard time with actually putting things into press play, go mode. I will think about it and what is that word? I will think about it and ideologize it. I don't know, that doesn't sound right. Comment in the bottom part place and tell me if that makes sense. But you know what I'm saying. I will think about something for a very long time, try to figure it out, analyze it, analysis paralysis. I will think about it until I turn blue. I will research until I turn blue. Action part, no, I'm not good at that. But to be honest with you, I'm bad at action in general. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix that part of me, which is putting things into action from the very base level. So every morning I make my bed now. I make my bed. I wash my dishes every day. I make sure I look nice for work every day, because that gives me a little bit of confidence and a little bit of a pep on my step. Actually, let me show you my outfit today. So usually I don't give a flying hoot, but today I got dressed. And me getting dressed every day also fulfills a whole other thing that I'm trying to do, which is plus size modeling, but we'll talk about that another day. What else? What else do I do? Do I change now? I try not to eat in bed anymore. Just little things that have to do with organization, and hard work and pushing. Things that I do to make those characteristics come to life. Because every action you take is a vote to making yourself the person that you want to be, essentially. So yeah, those are the changes that I've made. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? He was also saying that habits, sorry, I'm a little sick. He was also saying that habits are automated things that we do in order to allow our goals to come true. You know, instead of having to think, you see how much more work I can't produce anything. I can't do anything if my house is a mess. You know, it's just one more thing I have to think about. You really want to take out all of that crap so that your brain can just focus on creativity. So when I make my bed, when I'm organized, when I'm whatever, it creates a space for me to be able to do this right now, which is videoing. You putting this up on YouTube. But when my life is disorganized, I can only do the bare minimum. When I'm all over the place, I can only get the bare minimum done. I can't go above and beyond because my brain can't even get to there yet. And I need to create a life for myself that the mundane things are automated so that the creativity can just flow. You know, I need to have the habit of sitting down here and getting ready to video, because my biggest goal in life, honestly, is to help people be the best version of themselves that they can possibly be, and know that unhappiness is not something that you have to live with. You know, unhappiness, being unfulfilled, living a life where you feel like you're just waking up, working, going to bed, you know, where you feel like it's not chosen for you, you're just doing what you have to. I think that's unacceptable. And my goal is to inspire people to wake up. But if I do, I need to wake up myself. I need to wake up myself. So in order for me to help other people achieve that goal. So this video was just a little bit of a emotional opening up as to where I am right now in my life and where my brain is, and where I want to take my videos. I want it to be a podcast now, actually. I have my microphones coming. They're in the mail. That's the thing about living in a foreign country, by the way. Not just foreign, but in a third world country. You kind of have to find creative ways to get things that you need to you, and you have to wait a little bit longer or pay a little bit more. So you just have to be patient, but that's a choice that I made. That's a sacrifice I made moving to Jamaica, and I love it here. It's amazing, but I have to wait 2 to 3 weeks for my microphones. But they're coming. So we're starting a podcast. It's going to be called The Groundwork Show, where we just talk about the essential things that you need to do in order to live the life of your dreams, from a very small scale to a very big scale. And usually people who talk about this kind of stuff are already extremely successful, so it just feels very unattainable and unreachable. But with me, who hasn't made it, you're growing with me, and I think that's the difference. And I just want to inspire people to keep going and never give up on their dreams. So yeah, to recap, today's video is about habits. Form some habits that are beneficial to you and that serve you, and stop doing because everything is a habit. Every piece of behavior that you repeat is a habit, and that can be good or it can be bad. You can have the habit of getting up every night and eating ice cream in the fridge at 3 o'clock in the morning. That can be your habit. That habit doesn't exactly serve you in the future. It serves you in the present. Habits that are kind of annoying in the present but serve you in the future are usually the good ones, and habits that are pleasant now and are not so great in the future, obviously those are the bad ones. So cultivate some good habits that actually help you out, and it will make them automated so that you don't have to think about them anymore, and you can just leave space in your life to do things you really want to do. and live a great life. Finances, you want to create some good habits on that so you don't have to think about it when you want to spend on something that you need to spend on, like a vacation for you and your family that you guys desperately need, like an investment for a business that you need to make. If you have proper financial habits now, it'll make it easier for you to spend money on a fly, you know, when, yeah. So that's what I wanted to say today. Hopefully this was helpful for all of you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll be back next week. Have a great day.